Welcome to this look at the update for the mod map Glazebrook on Farming Simulator 19 with me, Farm Sim Snowy. So I thought I'd do this quick look at the update to Glazebrook. I don't normally do updates, but I feel that this map's got a lot of potential. And I think there's been quite a bit of interest in there, and I think with these updates now this could be a fantastic map. So it's obviously by Steve's Mods. The megabyte download has slightly changed. So originally it was 241.24, it's now 244.13, so not a massive change. And it says there update 1.1.0.0, roads fixed for console players, fixed animal feed trigger and straw, fixed shop triggers. You can now place sleep trigger on any owned land, removed collisions from cat's eyes in road, map best suited to new farmer mode. So let's go and check out some of these updates. Right, here we are. I said let's go and check out some of these updates because a couple of them didn't apply to me, like the roads. I had no issues with the roads, or I didn't come across any collisions with a cat's eyes, so I just check out the main sort of ones, which were obviously the feed trigger and straw trigger for the cow pen, which obviously was quite a big issue. But let's have a look at the map. As you can see, I'm in new farmer mode. You start off with all the same areas, the fields and the farm, but there's no farmhouse now. There's no sleep trigger on the map, which is pretty cool. So if you're not familiar with the map, obviously isn't going to be a map tour. If you want to see a map tour of this map, I will put the link in the description below of my map tour. If you want to go and check it out, that would be fantastic. You did have a sheep farm over here, so you can obviously start off there if you want, and there was a pig farm up the top. There is also a horse farm over this side, like so. So you've got the option now to move around the map if you don't want to stay there. In terms of the slot count, it's only gone down by one, which I presume is the removal of the sleep trigger. So originally it was 638 slots in new farmer mode, it's now 637, and in farm manager and start from scratch it was 627, it's now 626. But like it says in the description of the update, it's best off coming on here in new farmer mode, because the reason being, I will just jump over the hedge. Still, the same as in the original map tour I did, this slurry pit is not there in farm manager or start from scratch. I've no idea why. So it's just a hole in the ground, which I will show you now. So you're better off starting off in new farmer mode, I would say. I've already given the cows some water. So what I've got around here, just to show you guys that it is all working together. So ignore the edge by anything silo. I've used it just for this purpose. Now if we come along here, we will get our feed trigger. If I don't crash, that is. There we go, we've got our feed trigger, so we can now tip. Now it will only work this side, it won't work inside like that, and as you can see the trough is filling up, which is pretty good. So at least that's all working now. And what I'm going to do is back out and we'll get some straw, just to show you again that everything's working. So we'll just grab a little bit, we don't need a full tray load. straw. I did find that the straw triggers, I will show you, runs all the way across. It will come up where we just were to tip for the food, and it also goes in the two other sort of lanes of that animal pen as well. So I will just show you. Should get a straw trigger come up this side, like so. You can see the straw filling up inside. Happy days. And then if we scoot round here, try not to kill our cows. We'll go in this one. Sorry Mr. Cow, I'm going to have to do it. You've got a trigger there. Now you might have a problem with a trailer like this because I'm not sure it's going to stop before it hits the roof. So again, we'll come back out, excusing the cows, and we'll go on this side just to show you. There you go, straw trigger there as well, like so. Now everything else was pretty self-explanatory where things are, so I didn't test that, but I did want to know where the manure spawned because there was no manure pit. So the water trough's over there, you've got your milk trigger there, slurry over there obviously, and now you know where all the triggers are. So what I'm going to do is just skip forward time, because roughly around here we should start seeing some manure up here. Get out of his way before he headbutts me. There we go. So that is where your manure is going to spawn, guys, just in there. So you're going to have to muck them out yourselves. So we'll drop that back down, and I think that is pretty much it really, because like I said, with the issues with the shot trigger, I didn't know whether they meant this cell point here. If we skip over to there, there's no, I thought, oh, maybe they've made the trigger more obvious, but it isn't. You've still got these people who were there. They're on sort of a bit of a gathering. They were there last time, they're still there. And then if we head on up to the normal shot, I didn't really come across any issues. So whether their triggers in here were a bit off, I'm not sure, but that one seemed to be working. You've got a cash machine over here that's working, and then if we go through this door, you've got your shot icon menu, which is also working, but it puts you behind the counter, so you might have to stay here and do a shift for a couple of hours if you want. But I think that is it. So I would say that is the most important updates, issues rather, that have been fixed. There is no added in sleep triggers, so you'd have to obviously download one yourself to place it, but that's not a problem. There's quite a few on the mod hub. So and ignore the 652 slot count there. That's because I've got the edge there. If I sell that, that'll drop down to 637. And we do start off with the seed tank still in new farmer mode, but in the other two modes you don't start off with that, and it will not appear on the map up here. There's nothing there. So that's it. That is the update to Glazebrook by Steve's Mods. So I hope you have all found this useful and enjoyed it, and it's helped someone. If you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.